brooch that is delicately shaped like a qipao, or Chinese traditional dress. A ring that is beautifully designed to match the style of ancient Chinese furniture. A pair of earrings that are auspiciously decorated by a lively Chinese magpie. Welcome to the workshop of王月要, a jewelry designer from Taiwan. Miss Wang's works feature natural stones presented in traditional Chinese style. In her eyes, the larger the stones, the better they can serve as the canvases of her designs. Many of her clients collect her accessories as works of art. With her unique Chinese glamour and elegance, the pieces often make their wearers the subject of curious glances from passers-by, and on many occasions have served as brilliant conversation starters. The idea of designing such retro and dainty jewelry stems from Miss Wang's passion for traditional Chinese culture. When she was just a child, she began to show her penchant for objects with historical beauty.
因为我从小我就很喜欢一些古色古香的东西。
I have enjoyed ancient, quaint, and delicately made stuff since childhood. So while other little girls loved playing with dolls, I developed a quite special hobby of visiting my neighbor's house where there were various types of classic and ancient furniture. I was always mesmerized by those exquisitely carved wood beds, windows, and chairs.
所以我会从事珠宝设计的起源呢，就是从这个中国起。
So the reason why I get involved in the jewelry design business can be traced back to my passion from the Chinese knotting art. I see many people decorate their homes with traditional knots. Within every thread and every pattern, there is the spirit of Chinese culture.
The charm of traditional Chinese knotting art inspired Miss Wang to create something new and special. She perfectly combined the essence of knotting into her designs, inventing a graceful oriental look for her brand, which made it very easily stand out in the Taiwanese jewelry market.
珠宝如何加入中华文化呢？
打破外界对于珠宝的既定印象。
With more and more customers purchasing her creations, especially on the mainland, in 2011, Miss Wang opened her first flagship store in Beijing. She since has developed an affinity with the city.
这几年呢，我也跑过了好多地方。
These years, I've been traveling to different cities in the mainland China, and one of my strongest feelings is that there is more intimate relationships between the mainland and Taiwan. I'm glad that they like the Chinese style of my works. But more importantly, we can talk with no barriers or gaps, which makes me even happier. I think it's the same cultural root that brings us together like a family.
Whether people are from mainland China or from the beautiful island of Taiwan, they all share the same culture and the same roots. This idea is fully represented in Miss Wang's designs. From the beginning, she intended to demonstrate the true beauty of traditional Chinese culture in her works. Such beauty not only reflects the cultural richness of Taiwan, but more importantly, it carries the essence of the history of China. Today, Miss Wang's productions have become more and more popular on the mainland, and many of her new clients are young people. This realization has reassured her in her designs.
Every time I talk about this topic, I become very excited because in the mainland, the Cultural Revolution left a huge gap in the inheritance of traditional culture, while in Taiwan, it was carefully preserved. But in recent years in Beijing, more and more young people are aware of the beauty and value of our culture. The change in my clients is a good example. Like 20 years ago, most of my customers were over 40 years old. Now, younger people can also appreciate the charms of my jewelry.
In addition to spreading Chinese culture through her own designs, Ms. Wang also provides Chinese knotting art and design classes for anyone who is interested in learning. From her simple passion for Chinese knotting art to her designs so rich in Chinese cultural elements, Ms. Wang uses her two hands to promote the beauty of Chinese culture to the world. She encourages anyone who is similarly inclined to do the same.